Hello and welcome to Deacon Professional Services. For the purposes of today's orientation, Deacon Professional Services will be referred to throughout as Deacon, and the client with whom you will fulfill a temporary need, the Deacon Client Company. Today we will be reviewing all the information you will need to successfully begin your new assignment. We are very pleased to meet your needs in the field of professional, long, and short-term contract employment opportunities. Deacon Professional Services is committed to providing quality contractors for long and short-term assignments to meet the needs of our clients. Before we begin, please take a few moments to collect the contractor information packet, the contractor document samples, a pen and notepad to jot down any questions you may have during this orientation. We will review this packet of information in full, though not word for word. If you have any questions as they relate to this information or your assignment, please make a note of them. There will be additional time at the end of this orientation for you to ask those questions of your recruiter. Let's begin by reviewing some of the advantages of contracting through Deacon. We do offer competitive compensation and weekly pay. Deacon does withhold and report your federal and state employment taxes and provides a year-end statement for your tax reporting obligations. Workers' compensation coverage is provided. Unemployment insurance benefits are provided as determined by the Texas Workforce Commission. We provide assistance with obtaining a choice of medical insurance options through our insurance broker if you choose. Deacon does provide earned time off after meeting certain criteria. It's also important to understand your commitment to Deacon. You will provide a reliable means for us to contact you so that you do not miss a work opportunity. You will commit to being available and willing to explore opportunities in the San Antonio area. You will provide a doctor's certificate or release to return to work when required by Deacon. You will commit to performing your temporary work duties with a high degree of professionalism. You will commit to observing all Deacon policies and procedures as well as those of the Deacon Client Company to achieve the highest level of service. Let's review the professional working relationship. When you begin your assignment, please contact your Deacon recruiter to provide pertinent information relative to reaching you on your assignment, such as your work phone, fax and/or email address, your supervisor's name, and their contact information. Please contact us immediately if your work duties change or if the Deacon Client Company desires to change your work status. Contact us if you have any questions about your work assignment or if there are obligations that may interfere with completing the assignment. Contact us and your job supervisor no later than 1 hour prior to the start of your workday if you are unable to attend work. Personally contact us on a daily basis if you are ill or otherwise cannot report to your assignment. Notify us of any changes to your personal contact information. At the end of your assignment, personally register in the Advise of Availability logbook at the Deacon office. Communicate with us thereafter on your continued availability. Notify us immediately, but no later than 24 hours after the injury if you are injured on the job, whether or not medical treatment is required. Keep us informed of any special needs at the work site, such as equipment, requirements, or procedures. Agree to abide by the Deacon Professional Services drug and alcohol policy, as well as the drug and alcohol policy of the Deacon Client Company. Your professional conduct is extremely important, both for you, Deacon, and the Deacon Client Company. It is expected that you present yourself professionally at all times while on your assignment. This includes demonstrating excellent work habits, dressing appropriately, and maintaining a high degree of confidentiality to include your compensation. Please review this section for more specific ways you might dazzle the client with professional conduct. Let's now review the sexual harassment policy. Deacon maintains a zero-tolerance policy with regards to sexual harassment. This means sexual harassment of any type is strictly prohibited and will not be tolerated. Sexual harassment can be defined as unwelcome sexual conduct that is a term or condition of employment. An employee who feels he or she is being subjected to unwanted sexual conduct should immediately tell the harasser they find the behavior offensive and insist that it stop. In addition, you need to contact Deacon to report the matter. The next section discusses the termination of employment. Your employment with Deacon is at will. This means your employment can be terminated by either party, with or without notice, for any reason, with or without cause. There are certain actions or behaviors, however, that Deacon deems detrimental to its business mission, which may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. We will review some of those, however, this list is not meant to be all-inclusive. Failure to show for an interview or assignment, time card fraud, violation of policies and procedures, breach of common sense performance expectations, one or more poor client evaluations, release or abuse of confidential information obtained either from Deacon or the Deacon client company, failure to personally sign the Advise of Availability logbook, failure to respond to messages from Deacon regarding assignment opportunities, unauthorized possession or use of Deacon property, Deacon client company property, or a coworker's property, failure to obtain permission to work overtime from an authorized supervisor on your work assignment. All overtime must be approved in advance. Deacon depends on placing professionals like you with our clients to meet their temporary needs. Please contact us at any time if you have questions or concerns regarding any aspect of your assignment. We will now move on with an overview of Deacon policies for your review and signature. At the conclusion of this orientation, you will be asked to sign the Acknowledgement of Policy form, stating that you have received and understand all Deacon policies and guidelines. The Information Technology Policy. You will keep confidential all information and material provided to you by Deacon. This includes business information and information pertaining to clients, vendors, Deacon employees, and any other transacting party of Deacon. At the end of your assignment, you will return to Deacon all information in your possession with relevance to the services you performed while working for Deacon and Deacon clients. It is of utmost importance that Deacon computer system integrity be maintained. Any passwords you receive to access systems should not be shared. Please review the additional systems access violations in your manual for further clarification. Systems access violations could result in immediate release from your assignment. Your actions on the internet could expose Deacon and/or Deacon clients to legal liability. Therefore, personal internet usage while on assignment is prohibited. The Deacon Dress Code Policy. It is expected that all Deacon contractors dress professionally and appropriately for their positions and work environment. All clothing must be in good condition, neat, clean, wrinkle-free, non-scuffed, and free from fading and other signs of excessive wear. Please review the list of inappropriate clothing as well as appropriate business professional attire. We do realize there may be free dress days at the discretion of the Deacon client company. We encourage our contractors to participate in those, keeping in mind both the Deacon dress standards as well as those set forth by the Deacon client company. The policy regarding registration to Advise of Availability. This policy mandates employees who have completed a work assignment to personally register within 24 hours of the assignment ending for the purpose of advising Deacon of their availability for future assignments. Failure to register in the logbook will be considered voluntary resignation without good cause and could impact unemployment benefits. In addition, failing to accept a suitable work assignment may also negatively impact unemployment benefits, as well as failure to respond to messages from Deacon to discuss work opportunities. The Drug and Alcohol Policy. This policy states that no contractor will consume, sell, transfer, distribute, or possess alcoholic beverages or drugs, or engage in illegal use of drugs on Deacon or client company premises, or while performing duties on behalf of Deacon. Contractors should not report to work under the influence of drugs and/or alcohol. Violation of this policy will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. Deacon also reserves the right to notify appropriate law enforcement agencies as necessary. The Deacon Time Card Procedure. Timely completion of your electronic time card is essential. Failure to comply with time card procedures could result in payment delays. It is critical that you understand how to enter your time on a daily basis and that you follow through with completing your time entries daily. On your first day of work, you should log into your time card using the username and password given. You will follow the additional instructions online to enter your time on a daily basis. Your time card obligations are as follows. Enter your time on a daily basis. Deacon work weeks are Monday through Sunday. It is your responsibility to ensure your correct time is entered for the correct week. Submit your time card immediately at the end of your work week. Your manager will electronically receive your completed time card, approve it, and submit it to Deacon no later than 9 a.m. the following Monday. It is ultimately your responsibility to ensure the time card submission process is accurate and complete. Deacon contractors are paid the Friday following the close of the work week. For example, if you work Monday through Friday, you will enter your time accordingly. The week will close on Sunday, and you will be paid the following Friday. If you have questions or concerns, it is your responsibility to contact Deacon for clarification. In your contractor information packet, there are several documents requiring action on your part. Document samples have been provided to ensure their successful completion. We will take a moment now to review those. The Acknowledgement of Policy document confirms receipt of the Deacon employment policies and guidelines, as well as your commitment to abiding by all policies and guidelines. Specifically, you agree that you have reviewed and understand those policies regarding information technology, dress code, advise of availability, drug and alcohol, and time card procedure. You also acknowledge that the guidelines are not to be construed as an employment contract and that your employment relationship is at will. Lastly, you are agreeing that it is your responsibility to read the guidelines and seek clarification as needed. Please read and initial each bullet as well as sign and date at the bottom of the form. The Authorization for Direct Deposit document authorizes Deacon to send credit entries electronically to the accounts you state. This also authorizes the financial institution holding the account to post the entries. Direct deposit is optional. Please be advised that it may take 1 to 2 pay cycles for activation of direct deposit while your bank account information is verified. You will receive live checks in the mail during this time. The Paycheck Authorization document allows Deacon to mail your paycheck to the address you specify. By signing this form, you also agree to notify Deacon of any address changes or corrections, as well as errors in your paycheck. The Request for Insurance document should be completed if you are interested in receiving a quote for insurance provided by our insurance broker upon the beginning of your work assignment. We do provide assistance in obtaining a choice of options and facilitating the purchase of medical insurance. This is completely optional. The Emergency Contact Information document should be completed with all current personal and emergency contact information. Deacon Professional Services does provide workers' compensation coverage should you be injured on the job. Please maintain a safe copy of the Notice of Network Requirements should you need to refer to them in the future. In case of a life-threatening emergency, you should seek treatment immediately. This care does not need to be approved in advance. In the event of a non-emergency, you need to report your injury to Deacon as soon as possible, preferably within 24 hours of the injury occurring. Please review the Acknowledgement of Workers' Compensation Coverage document and provide your signature, agreeing that you understand the information provided. Today, you will complete the W-4 form for tax purposes, as well as the I-9 Employment Eligibility form. To fulfill the requirements of the I-9 form, please refer to the list of acceptable documents in your paperwork. Your recruiter will obtain copies of these before you leave orientation today. Please be sure you complete these forms accurately, double-checking for signature and date. This concludes your Deacon Contractor Orientation. Please take a few moments to closely review all documents requiring your signature, sign and date them, and return them to your recruiter. If you have questions about any of the information reviewed today, please make sure you ask those of your recruiter before you leave. Thank you for your time today. We look forward to working with you and assisting you with anything you may need as you begin your new assignment.